Hey everybody, Jessica with Scopistry here, and it is Black History Month. To, to kick it off, I was about to say to start, but to kick it off, we are going to be making this Power Fist topper. This video, I believe, after editing it, it's 17 minutes. Literally, you guys can knock this out very easily, okay, and add it to your tumblers. You can upsell for your customers if you want. So simple to make. And thank you guys for supporting and purchasing this. It can be found on my website. So here I'm adding just a little bit of glitter to this epoxy, because we have gold reflective, tones in our melanin. And so I wanted this fist to have the same, okay? And after applying just a little bit of glitter, I realized I wanted a little bit more. And so I went ahead and added just a little bit more. All of the products that I use will be listed in the description bar of this tutorial, okay? And if I have any coupon codes, I'll definitely list them as well. But you can see here that it's pretty, cut and dry. All I'm doing is adding some glitter to the epoxy, stirring that up, and then I'm going to liberally apply this onto this topper. Okay, you want to make sure you're getting in all of the nooks and crannies. You also want to make sure that you don't have any exposed spray paint. Okay, you are giving someone a removable topper, they are going to wash it. You want to make sure that none of the paint or none of the, details of your design come off. Okay, so liberally apply this onto your topper, and remember that it is going to, level out as you put it on your silicone mat. I am using Flynn Sisters Fast Curing Epoxy. It is wonderful as far as viscosity, and I've only used two other brands, and so far I really like the way um, the coverage is on this epoxy. I'm not an affiliate or brand ambassador. This is not sponsored. I am just really like the product, so I'm just letting you guys know about it. Okay. And so I will say that because of the viscosity of this epoxy, I didn't have to do multiple layers, but you see here that I'm literally liberally applying this onto this topper. Okay. I placed it down and I just made sure that I got it all. As um, the epoxy is going to fall down, and then that's why I have the silicone mat here. Jessica sent it to me. Thank you very much. It is beautiful and very helpful. And so as the epoxy pools at the bottom, you'll later on see me cut that off. But I'm just kind of making sure that I got all the nooks and crannies and all the little indentions in the detail of this topper. Okay. Um, you guys saw and gave me a lot of love on the Tumbler design. I just want to let you know I appreciate all of the love. That was my first V-split tumbler. I watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube trying to get it right. And I love the way it came out. And so I just wanted to thank you for that. I didn't feel the need to actually do a tutorial on that because I'm new to it. There's so many other great artists out there that have tutorials on that. Okay. But as you see here, I'm taking my handy dandy nail clippers. You guys know, if you've been following me for any period of time, these are my favorite things to use in making toppers. You'll see me use this pretty much in every video if I have a topper. I could have just taken some scissors, but I like being able to get really close up and just snip this off. Okay. This epoxy, or it was almost cured, like maybe another 20 minutes it would have been completely cured. And so I'm just snipping this away from the from the fist, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on to my topper. Again, if you purchase this or when you do, you get the removable base. You do not have to make this a removable topper. You could go ahead and just adhere this right onto your lid, okay? But I chose to make it a removable topper because I wanted to bling it out, okay? So I am going to get my hot glue gun because why not? And I'm just going to deliberately apply some hot glue onto the bottom of the fist, and I'm going to add that straight onto the removable topper. Okay, I keep saying removable topper, guys, because on the bottom of this topper it has indentions for you to use your magnets, and then you'll see me later on in the video apply the magnets to the lid and then apply the magnets to the removable topper base. Okay, but once you have it on there, you have it on there, you are going to color your removable topper base. I chose to use a gold, like acrylic marker or metallic marker. Um, that is what I chose to use. They were pretty much almost dried out, so you'll see me struggle a little bit with, getting the color on there. But, if you wanted to, you could just use some acrylic paint as well. I am going, again, I said I'm blinging this out, so I am going to be using Bob's 2-part epoxy, and that is why I felt confident, to be able to seal this in. I guess what I'm trying to say is whatever you decide, whatever medium you decide to use to add to your removable topper base, you got to seal it in, okay? I'm using Bob Smith Industries. I want to say it's 15-minute cure. And thank you to Laura with Crystal Skull Bling who sent me that. Because I absolutely love the 15-minute cure. It's perfect for little projects like this, as well as it really does seal in anything you need. I'm going to add the color onto the sides of this topper as well. Then all I'm gonna do, guys, is bling it out. That is as simple as it gets for toppers. When I think about my journey of toppers and now I'm doing 3D work, I'm just in awe of my growth. If you guys go back to my channel, you'll see so many videos back in like 2020 or 2021, and we were having a lot of fun making things from scratch, with resin and molds and all kinds of things. Now I am, printing and I'm selling, and it has been a lot of fun. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, all of the support that you have given me throughout the years, but especially with this new venture. I'm having a lot of fun, and I just appreciate all the love. Okay. Also, really quick, I want to thank my YouTube subscribers, and the ones especially who comment and let me know that y'all are actually watching my videos and enjoying what you're seeing. I appreciate that. I encourage you guys to comment. It is really cool sometimes to have engaging friends on social media, Okay, so you see here that I made a mess and I knocked over all my toothpicks, but I have my 2 squirts of part A and part B on my silicone mat there, and all I'm gonna do is mix that up. With any epoxy, you definitely want to make sure that you are stirring, rigorously, or you just want to make sure it's completely mixed together. Oftentimes people will complain or say that, something's not mixed well or cured well, but you have to really, really stir it. and make sure that those two parts are blended together. Okay, I didn't add any glitter into this. You will see what I did at the end, and it's something that I actually do from now on, which it has tremendously helped me love my scatter method and save me on some stones. So I'll show you guys that later. But here I'm all taking my toothpick and I am just going around this topper base, and I'm just adding this mixture of epoxy on there. I am paying close attention to getting it close to the part of the fist where I cut the excess epoxy off. I want to get as close to that as possible, and I am just going around and just making sure. Again, you know, you can't really see it, but you know, when you're doing it on your own, you will see where you need epoxy at and where you already have epoxy at. And once I was done adding the epoxy on, I used my stones. Okay, these are what they call gold, but it's like a light gold. I thought it was perfect for this you know, topper design. I was gonna give this topper like bracelets. I thought that would kind of be cool, but being topper, you partly wouldn't see it, you know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and just added the rhinestones on the lid, which is a really nice touch. If you haven't seen the TikTok video or Instagram reel, go check that out. Okay, but I didn't do, you know, a specific method. The only thing is I used the SS16 on the outer edge, and then I did a scatter method on the inner part of the circle. Okay, I used my waxed tool to pick this up. I found that, I've tried several different tools, and I found that the wax tool is perfect, and it's kind of like longevity wise, because all you just need is your pencil sharpener, and you got another, you know, good tip. So, and they're really cheap to get on Amazon. Like you get like a pack of them. Okay, so and I printed that little rhinestone sorter tool. I think I was on, supposed to be for SS16. I just put all my stones in there, guys, because I'm just weird like that. I put all of them in and I just pick whatever I want. Okay. And then after, you see me here, just taking a little bit of glitter. This is called, I think, Cleopatra by Peachy Olive Glitters. It's a nice gold glitter, and I just sprinkled that onto this topper while the epoxy was kind of still curing. Okay, then I took my brush, wiped off the excess, and once it was said and done, I went ahead and rinsed it, you know, and scrubbed it with some Dawn dish soap and then let it air dry. But I'm really happy with the outcome on how it's all looking so far. So now we're gonna go ahead and get our magnets, okay? And we are going to add them to the base of this, meaning the bottom of the topper, and we're gonna add it to the lid. Okay, I chose to use Bob's two-part epoxy. Honestly, I could have used UV resin on the lid and then Bob's two-part epoxy on the removable topper base. I guess what I'm trying to say is the removable topper bases that I sell are not clear. So if you do decide to use UV resin on the removable topper base, and you know, any removable topper bases that are not clear, light really can't get in there to cure it on the other side. It may seem like it's cured, but really and truly it's not fully cured all the way through. Okay, so I chose to use Bob's two-part epoxy on this because actually I tried it out, and the UV resin pulled the magnet right out of the base. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Bob's from now on. So what I'm doing is I'm measuring my lid, and I am seeing where, I'm going to mark it at. And I just took my toothpick and I'm doing only 2 magnets. Although there are 4 spaces on this, there's really no need. I mean, unless you really want that bad boy secure. This was really secure in my opinion. But if you are feeling self-conscious, then I would highly suggest doing 4. Okay. But I just did 2 diagonally on to this topper. Okay. And so now I'm taking my lid. Okay. I'm using a 16-ounce Plump from Tipsy Magnolia. No, I'm using a 24-ounce Plump by Tipsy. And so the lid has, spaces on each side. And so I'm just taking my Sharpie and I'm just marking where I'm going to be putting my magnets. If you have not done removable toppers, the only thing you really need to pay attention to is the positive and negative side of your magnet. Okay, the worst thing that I have done is not paid attention to that. And so when I went to put my magnets together, they repelled instead of sticking together. So make sure that you are, seeing like which side you need to place on what piece. Okay. And so here I am going ahead and just double checking. You see, I'm like, okay. And then I need to separate them. Be careful with that as well, because they're magnets and they're going to just come together and they can hurt if your fingers are there, because I've had issues with that as well. So you just want to really pay attention to that. But once you put your magnets into your removable topper base, you're just going to let it cure. This again is a 15 mid cure, so it only took about 15 minutes, but I wound up letting it sit for longer. And then again, I used it on the acrylic lid. And because it's epoxy, the magnets started to move around a little bit. I just had to keep checking and then putting them where they needed to go, which was by that Sharpie. Okay. And then after that was cured, I was done. Really and truly. I was really excited about this. Number one, because it's Black History Month. That's number one. But number two, because this was my first V-split tumbler and I was really proud of how it came out. I'm going to have the details in the description bar. But it was fun for me to make this, and I definitely will be making some more. Okay. But either way, please show me some love on this video, y'all. Please, like, comment, if you want to share, if you're interested in purchasing this. It's only $7.99. It's available on my website, meaning the blank fist with the removable topper. And if you are interested in purchasing a tumbler from me, I am going back to selling ready to sell tumblers. I have a slot on my website for that, so you can go and you can check that out. And come on over to the Facebook group. You will get to connect with a lot of great artists who are having a lot of fun creating stuff, in the creative world. Okay. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys. I thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.